So I don't know if you all have watched Wonder Woman 84 yet. That's one of the movies that I watched over the holiday break. I really enjoyed it. I think it's definitely a little bit cheesier than the first. Maybe some 80s cheesiness is what we all kind of needed in 2020. As I was watching the movie, I was absolutely obsessed with Gal Gadot's hair. So today I'm going to walk you through everything I did to kind of put this like modern take on a very retro curl style together. And yeah. Let's go ahead and it is time to prep the hair first. Before I start that, I'll show you what I'm using. This is a Conair 1-inch curling iron. This is probably one of my favorite curling irons. I've tried a lot of more expensive ones. Super affordable. It is the Conair InfinitiPro 1-inch. You can get this at Target, Walgreens, CVS. I'm going to turn mine on and set it to 360 degrees. I'm going to start with the Tresemme heat tamer and get that all over because we've been curling everything. And then brush that through. And then I have just washed my hair, so it doesn't have a lot of texture in it. So I'm actually going to take a dry shampoo, hold it far out and kind of like mist my roots to help get a little bit of volume going. I'm going to start by sectioning off just the top part. So if you look at like the arch of your eyebrow, just follow your fingers up all the way to the crown of your head. And I like to keep this part separate because the layers are a little bit shorter. I don't like to do too many sections because that doesn't even work. Because I'm kind of lazy. I should go out like this all the time. I look like a man in a Chinese drama. So, starting with one side, I'm going to, I don't know, take a section like this and we'll see how it goes. If you want this to stay really well, I don't like to put a lot of hairspray in. You could spray at the end of the look. If your hair has a really hard time holding curls, you can spray a little bit, comb through before you curl, and that's actually going to help out a lot. So my curling iron is heated up now. I'm going to curl everything away from the face, and we want it to be a curl, not a wave. So you don't want to like, you want your hair to lay, you can see like flat against the curling iron. You don't want to like twist your hair up in the curling iron. I'm going to drag this all the way down and then kind of catch it, wrap it up a couple times, and then get those ends in. That helps keep them from falling out. I'm going to go about 3/4 of a way up. Hold it there for like 7 seconds or so. And you want to release the curl, it's kind of like an awkward thing, into your hand first. Scrunch it once, so like let it cool down in the curl, which will help it set. We're going to lengthen these out. They're going to look a little Shirley Temple at first. So we're going to continue doing that around. We'll go higher up. So for these first 2 sections around the face, I actually do like to go higher up. And then for the rest of them, I'm just going to focus more on like the bottom half. But this way I like to go almost all the way up. Hold it for like 7 seconds. Release it into your hand. Let it cool for a few seconds. And drop it. Okay, cool. Now that we're starting to get to the back, and maybe only go like halfway up here. Just make sure you don't fry your hair off. But if you do fry your hair off, maybe you could get on Ellen, so that's cool too. It's gonna be hot, so careful there, and release it. So you're gonna have these very, very Shirley Temple curls. Do not worry, curls always fall out, and we're gonna brush through them with our hands in a bit. So we're gonna continue around the rest of these sections of hair. And you do want mostly 1-inch sections because she has lots of curls in there. Keep in mind when you're doing any of these like movie inspired looks, like she has hella hair extensions in. She's a gorgeous woman without them, but you know, everyone in movies and TV has hair extensions in. Do not feel bad if it's not as like full and thick as hers, because even Gal Gadot's hair is not as full and thick as Wonder Woman's, and she is still stunning. I have like a random strand that I missed, so I'm just gonna curl that real quick. This is very curly. I've already lost, I think, what, 2 inches of hair. Hairdressers would call this 1 inch of hair. Don't worry about that. I'm just gonna flip that all to the back and let it cool and set. And we're gonna start and do the exact same thing on the other side. Let me know if you guys have seen Wonder Woman. I feel like it had some haters, but I don't even know if it's like more childish, but a little more room for like imagination. And her gold suit was epic. That was insane. Alright, so now we have shortened our hair with these little baby curls. I'm gonna release this and I'm gonna hope that I kind of pull the rest of this back and actually just like ponytail clip these all together in the back so it's easier to figure out like what I've curled and what I haven't. We're gonna change up the part later, so you just want kind of a loose middle part here. We are gonna do the exact same thing. We're just gonna go up higher. Actually, yeah. So get these small sections around your face. And you actually kind of want to tilt it a little bit forward when you're curling it versus holding it straight up. We're going to tilt it forward once we get it in there. And release that curl. So, tilt forward. This is going to kind of help give some of that like lift and shape later on that we want at the top of our hair. Okay. Gives us kind of that like retro, like imagine you have like a pin curl. This is the first time I'm filming this, so, or even attempting this hair. So, it'll be funny if it doesn't work. Maybe I'll just have to like rename it. I'm not gonna lie, most beauty looks, and I feel like most hair styles that are like more aggressive or put together always look whack in the middle. Don't quit halfway because you look weird. So we have all that. I am going to just release those curls in the back. Head full of curls, and they're pretty much curled out. Now her curls kind of stay like this at the bottom. What you want to do is very gently use your fingers to break up some of the curls. And just run your fingers through, slowly play with it. Especially around the front, okay? You want to leave the back a little bit alone because you want that like those really, I don't know, curly curls back there. And pretty much the secret to this look, like right now you've just got a lot of volume here, is she flips it over. And you'll notice that when she flips it over, the curls kind of come towards her face. That's gonna happen because we curled away from the face, we're gonna flip it and it's gonna give us that nice little retro curl back towards the face. So now what you can do when you get to the bottom is brush through the ends on the inside here. You don't want to brush through all of this because we want to keep the curls, but some of the ends, you can kind of like lengthen it, make it look a little more, if you want a little more of that like retro glam kind of look, I recommend doing your brushing from the inside. That way you still keep your curls really curly on the outside. So we've got this side kind of done. And you want to take a look at the side that you flipped over to make sure it has as much volume because we only curled like the bottom half of our hair. So here we can add a little bit of curl in the middle section if you want. If you want it to be a more balanced look. You can see here we have this one spot where I'd like to get a little more volume. So you just want to like peek around your head and see and place your curls. You don't have to curl the whole hair again. You just want to figure out like where you need some volume. Curling the crown part kind of back to create some volume here. And she has a little bit of like a cowlick here, so you want to get that cowlick part. As you brush through with your fingers, you're going to start to get that, and if you could like, you know, if you want to headband it, you'll see that I don't own a headband, so we're just gonna pretend. You can see that you're getting all of these curls just kind of falling around. You can imagine, like, just got that Wonder Woman thing, so this is a really great look that you can pull back as well. And we are gonna fix the front. Around the front, hers goes back. So we wanna shape it here and go back. We're just gonna do that top part. Cool. Alright, so this is kind of one take on it. You know, you can play around with some of the curls and smooth them out. The last thing I'm gonna do is, of course, she's got healthy, shiny hair. So I'm using this L'Oreal Elvive Extraordinary Oil. I really hope they didn't cancel that. I haven't seen it at Walgreens in a while. Warm it up in my hands, start at the ends and on the inside of my hair so my hair doesn't look greasy. And really kind of pull through here. And then work through the back of this look. And just finger, what is it? Finger comb? Finger comb. Just finger your hair. So there you have it. Right now I kind of have her more natural look on. You can see what it looks like with a red lip. This hairstyle can be casual. It can very easily go to a more glammed up look. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for joining me. To all of you who are subscribed, thank you so much for doing that. It really does mean a lot. To everyone watching this video, I'm really glad you took the time to join me today, and have a wonderful rest of your day.